Hi everyone, I'm Christian Baudchon. I'm the manager of the Map Store department at Avenza, which is in charge of Avenza's map catalog, of the vendor platform, and of the e-commerce user journey. So today we'll discuss about finding the right map. I'll explain our context, what kind of challenge we're facing, and why we should address it. First thing we'll discuss, of course, is then we have a quick look at what our team is working on, a brand new online map store experience. Then we'll see how does the content we add around the maps actually help to discover these maps in our catalog. We're talking about title, description, publication date. We'll see how we can create even more relevant content around existing maps, even without modifying them. And last but not least, we'll unveil how a new categorization system will impact the search and the global user experience. So the context of Avenza is that we have over 1 million digital maps available in the Map Store, and this number is growing every day. We have paid maps, we have free maps. We have thousands of vendors. Some vendors sell one specific map specialized for one location, hiking trail or local park, and some publishers use our platform to sell a whole range of maps, sometimes thousands. These maps are meant to be used for a lot of different kind of activities, and there's also a lot of different map types. So Avenza's answer was to create a whole ecosystem, which of course includes the famous publishing tools. We also have the mobile app, Avenza Maps, that is able to address the needs of professional users as well as recreational users. We have a digital map store that is available both in Avenza Maps app and online with avenzamaps.com. And of course, last but not least, we have created a portal that enables the vendors and the publishers to upload their maps, submit them in our store, and manage their sales. Now, with this context, of having so many products coming from all over the world for different purposes and intents, different sources, let's have a quick look at Avenza's current solution and search engine. Our current search is designed to offer, at the same time, many search options and a visual experience. For example, searching for the Yellowstone National Park, we use many times this one today, and hitting search will show quite quickly a list of maps. By clicking this other search, you'll notice that we are also suggesting a location based on existing points of interest in countries. And that also some filtering options are available, including a long list of map types and different hues. But you may have heard of this company, right? Over the years, they have completely changed the way we search for something on the web and on websites. And as you add content to your query, you expect to get more and more results. So if I do again this Yellowstone research, I get a refined list of items that will ultimately lead me to what I'm looking for. And what is even noticeable now is that we don't pay attention to it. We see here what most of our users expect, recreational or professional users. Type a couple of words, get suggestions and results almost instantly. You'll find online a lot of statistics and studies about how important it is to have a good ranking in search engines such as Google and Bing. And that is very important indeed, and we're addressing this. But the importance of on-site search that happens on the online store itself is often overlooked. So here's one interesting finding from the famous website moz.com. Companies that have an average overall e-commerce conversion rate of 2.8%, when they add a search engine, an on-site search, and that users can find the products they are looking for, this conversion rate almost doubles. That's a huge improvement. So now the question our team tried to answer is, how can we translate this on the Avenza Map Store? So first, let's have a look at what will soon be Avenza's answer to this. Here's what this new experience looks like. The guiding thread of this new store is about user experience, responsiveness, clarity, relevance. What we found out is that it's difficult for our users to find a map that matches both a location and an activity. You wouldn't necessarily expect the same map to help you go hiking or fishing or off-roading, for example. So here we go. Here's a quick search. This one will be accessible from every page on our new store. As you can see, you'll get results as you type, not only suggestions of possible new queries, but actual maps you can access to directly. And you'll see, of course, location suggestion, but you also notice these newly curated collections of maps. These new pages will group maps per location or location and activity. Our users will be able to filter on the page the content, or even narrow down the map list with what they are looking for. Here we go. Of course, it's always possible to access to the advanced search engine and the super handy Maps Nearby feature. Changing the location will update instantly the list of maps and their position on the dynamic map. From there, map details will be accessible, including a large view of the map, of the area, covered by the map. However, having a fast and friendly UI is not all. We have now to be sure that the results are relevant. Let's talk briefly about the content and what we kind of text and content we can add to each map. Let's talk briefly about the content. Avenza offers the possibility to add a lot of content to each map: title, detailed description, language, country, publication date, which is, by the way, a very important ranking and quality criteria, and so on. The more relevant data is entered when the map is added to our store, the more chances it gets to be ranked properly. And why? Because all this content will be analyzed and will contribute to the relevance of the ranking scores. As you can see here, the new search platform we are building offers a lot of options to help us filter the right results based on one side, the query the user makes, and on the other side, the content we are providing to the search platform. As you can see, geographic proximity is an important one, and that's pretty obvious. But that works only when we are performing a search with GPS coordinates, which not every user does, as well as analyzing the user query in order to manage possible typos. The amount of words in the query that are matching the description of the map, attributes such as language, publication date. We want, obviously, to give to recent maps a slight edge over the older ones, etc. What we have to keep in mind is the more relevant content is added to the description, the most likely it will be discovered by the users through the search. We're now going to see why the data added when the map is created is not enough anymore. If we go back on a product page, which are always maps, obviously in our case, we get to see information that is mostly content added by Avenza or the publishers, but in a modern ecosystem experience, something is missing. And that is product reviews. That is something everyone expects to see on an online store. Product reviews and rating are everywhere. They are part of the standard process of purchasing a product on the web. Found this very interesting study from the Commerce Shop and Marketing Profs. It was done last year, but it's obviously still more relevant than ever. 85% of customers proceed to buy only after reading online reviews, and even better, 63% of customers prefer to buy from sites that have product ratings and reviews, which means the environment, having the confidence that the website is actually collecting rating and reviews is very important. So let's see what is Avenza's answer. Going back to one of our product pages. So that's this handsome Yellowstone map. And now you see that we have a new section, product reviews. You'll also see that you can choose your rating, give the number of stars you want to the product, enter your title, a short review. And a couple of seconds after, that's it. Review is submitted, and it will be shortly part of the product page. As you can see, maps that have ratings really stand out. Here's, by the way, the map we've just on top of the list, not the one that we have just rated. So we are really proud to offer this new feature, especially for the publishers who have chosen our platform. That's a direct link between them and the end users. Also, it's worth mentioning that review requests will be automatically sent to our customers by email. And most importantly, because we don't want spam content, right? Most importantly, reviews will be curated both by the review platform and the Avenza team. Reviews will be validated only if they are made by customers that have actually purchased the reviewed map. And the reviews will also be confirmed by the user themselves when they will be submitted directly on the website. What we want here is actual and relevant content that not only will help the publishers to get feedback and the end users. Thanks to all the maps available on our store, we can camp with Avenza Map, hike, go biking, go off-roading, ski, go fishing. You get it. All those activities are meant to be done somewhere. How can Avenza and the vendors and the publishers help our users find the right map for their location and their activity? Well, we'll do that by adding a new categorization system in the search and discovery section that is available for the vendors when they create the map. The map type or the category, topographic, geographical map, will be a distinct field from the activity. Those we mentioned before, camping, fishing, hiking, etc. You can choose up to 5 activities per map, which is probably enough for most of the maps. Now for the users, as you can see, on the new advanced search of our digital map store, it will be now pretty straightforward to refine search results per activity. Even better, these activities are also searchable attributes, which means most of the time, users won't need to use the filters. They can input directly their activity in the search box, to get instantly relevant information. Here we are. So it's now time to conclude. New UI, new quick search, new advanced search, more options for the publishers to categorize their maps, more possibilities for users to discover the vendor's maps. We are very proud to release this whole new search and discovery experience. All that will be gradually rolled out in the coming weeks and months to all our users and partners. Any question, any comment, please feel free to reach out to me directly by email, christianb@avenza.com. Thank you so much.